Open day. Thank you for visiting, and I hope you're having a lovely time and you've already been involved in fantastic things. We've got a great schedule for you today, so keep tuning in, keep visiting. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ian Massa-Harris. I have been a chorus member since 2002. I've also been very lucky to take some smaller roles throughout the years, but I'm what they called one of the oldies in the chorus. I absolutely adore this company. They took me in when I was a very young singer after music college and leaving one of the main companies, and they have been absolutely amazing. My other hat is I'm a prosthetics and special effects makeup artist, and thus I'm here today to give you a bit of an insight about what happens backstage. Let me paint you a picture. Interval happens, 20 minutes, the bell rings, we start the interval, and the patrons are out having their drinks, etc., etc., and we've got 20 minutes to do costume changes. Now, if you're a character like Massetto, or you are Aida's father, or you are Tosca, or Cavaradossi, or many other characters, at some point throughout an opera, you might get an injury, you might get some sort of beaten up, attacked, etc. And one of the things that happens backstage is the hair and makeup team. They are integral to an opera production. It's very important for the hair and makeup team to be there on site to help the performers get ready. Now, I want to show you a quick beaten up makeup that you might get in a real-time situation. You've got, say, 15 minutes. The singer needs to kind of gather their thoughts, go to the loo, get a cup of tea, biscuit, whatever, but you also have to get them ready for the next set. So we're going to do a very quick demonstration on how to do a beaten up makeup. Now, let's just take, for example, Mazzetto. Mazzetto in Don Giovanni gets attacked by the Don. The Don disguises himself and attacks Mazzetto. So one moment you see Mazzetto as he is, and another moment you see him beaten up. Now later on he comes up. Now he might, obviously you can't make him up when he's on stage, and there are tricks that one can do on stage to kind of fake injuries like blood bags, etc. However, later on he might come back and you might see a bit of more on injury work. Now the makeup team might only have 10 minutes as such, and also the performer might have to do this. So I just kind of want to show you what could happen. Right, so we're going to do an eye beaten up, plus we're going to do a nose and a lip, okay? So first of all, we're going to start with an eye. We'll start with a red, so I'm working with grease paint. What I'm doing is I'm using an alcohol called IPA, which is 99% isopropanol. And what it does, it breaks down the grease so you can easily move it. I'm also using a bit of yellow. And my blue. So what I'm doing, as you can see, yeah, I'm really trying to build that makeup. And it's about building it in layers. And because we don't have a lot of time, what you got to do when you're making up a person backstage, they're going to be talking, they're going to be moving, they're going to be doing some warm-ups, they might just be getting their head together and their thoughts together. So you, as the role of the makeup artist and the hair and makeup artist, is to do what you need to do without interfering too much with the performer. It's very important that the performer has their time to kind of hone their skills in. Now, you will also have to be very mindful of what colours you're working with, for the simple fact that depends on the gels on the stage. If you have a lot of red light, red is going to be cancelled against this, okay? It will look black. Red will just go into black kind of darker browny black mode. You won't see it. So you just got to always work with that lighting designer and set designer to know exactly how it will look. Now, by the time you get to do this, you will have been through technical rehearsals. You'll know exactly what works and what doesn't work. And you can kind of build it up. So you kind of keep an eye on the time, because it's very important to know what's going on. And I keep building red, yellow, blue, okay? Now, just to give you a bit of an insight, red comes up between 6 to 8 hours. That's when red starts coming up. Then you get blue. Anything from 24 hours onwards, you might start getting some blue into the bruise. And then yellow, green appear much later, 72 to 48 hours, okay? So you just got to be mindful of how old the bruise is, what you're looking for, etc., etc. What type of injury. If it's fresh, it's going to be mainly red. However, for the sakes of the mise en scène and also for the sakes of the production, you will start adding some of the bluer tones just so the audience can see it, because, you know, in, for example, at Opera Holland Park, it's just over 1,000-seater audience. It's quite far away, and you need to be able to see this. You need to think about this when you're doing the bruises on stage. You need to think about the size of the auditorium and what you're working with, okay? Now I'm using grease paints. They're a lot more economical, and they are vibrant, which means they will really show on stage. We're going to move on to the lip next. And this technique that I'm doing is called stippling. Now please keep asking me questions if you have them. At the end of this video, I will answer them as best as I can. So keep tweeting, keep posting them, and I will put my replies in the post at the end of this video. So you can start adding a little bit of detail as you go along. You see? Yeah. So we're going to add a bit of red just underneath the eye. Now, because I'm working with alcohol, you've just got to be a little bit mindful. Now you can put eye blood, so that's something you can do as well. So eye blood is something you can definitely do. We're not going to this time, but bear in mind with eye blood, it does disappear quite quickly. So you literally have to put it on, let it settle, make sure the singer is comfortable, and then off they pop. So as you can see, I've had a really big hit on my eye, mouth area. So yes, I managed to marry a career in singing, both a career in makeup. I do a lot of work in theatre, I do a lot of work in TV and film when I'm not performing. I'm also a voice lecturer at Brunel University. I actually work with a lot of musical theatre and classical singers, but I do a lot of work with musical theatre on voice health and voice safety. So we just keep building it, and just always be very mindful of the time. It's now just over 9 minutes I've been doing this. So again, your singer is very aware that that 20-minute mark is coming up. Stage management will be given the 5 very soon. And by the way, the 5 in theatre normally indicates 7 minutes or so. It's never quite 5, it's just always 5, over 5. But we know we have sort of 5, 7, 8 minutes to go. I've now been performing for, oh gosh, 22 years. just over. Same as I've been doing makeup. Makeup started because I had voice problems many years ago when I was a young singer, and I decided to pick up a new skill just in case. I was mentored by Ron Freeman, who used to be a wigs and makeup master at the Opera House, then was the head of wigs and makeup at Opera Holland Park, and he was my mentor. I've been taught by Sean Harrison, who created Voldemort and Mad-Eye movie in, as you will know, Harry Potter. So Sean mentored me and taught me my prosthetics. So there you go. This is what we're looking like. Now you won't have a lot of time, okay? You just won't have a lot of time. And you've always just got to be very mindful of this. Next thing we're going to do, we've got some blood paste. And this lovely blood paste is fresh cut by Ben and I. Very good. Now, if you simply are stuck for time, you can do something quickly backstage with fingers. In this case, I'm not going to use fingers because we've got a little bit of time. But cracked eyebrow, always great. Too much. Clean that up. See? Just really starts building the character up quite really well. So the eyebrow works really well. We have to do the lip as well, because everyone, you know, the one thing you associate with being beaten up is a split lip. We do a bit of kind of scratch work. Yeah, then we might go into the nose area as well. Again, you have to remember you are working with living and live performers who will be on stage doing what they do. You must ensure that whatever you do does not interfere with the singer's process, or indeed the dramatic process. Yeah, and then just to finish up, we might put a little bit of dirt, because obviously, you know, they might have fallen about the place, which is quite, you know, it could be quite, you know, if you get beaten up about, you might fall about. So I'm only doing half my face, by the way, just to demonstrate. So, there we go. What did we do? We started with a red bruise. We went into yellow, blue, just to really make it obvious. Highlighting this area of damage here across the eye, into the lip area, to the nose, okay? Then what did we do? We added our blood paste to the eyebrow, took it down to the lip to give me that split lip over there, to the nose, yeah. Then we've added some dirt on the matter. Now the dirt, it's not, you know, it's just something I suddenly thought, you know, why not? Let's add a bit of dirt. It just gives you that lovely kind of finished look. The final thing I'm going to do add is a little bit of blood that you might get from the nose dripping or the lip, okay? that's something that might happen. Now, this blood is quite pink. It's called stage blood. It's very bright, which means when the light hits it, it really, really pinks, and you can really see it from far away. Oops. And as you can see, it's very gloopy. Now, you have to also remember that blood's going to get very annoying for performers. Okay, it really does get annoying. So you've got to be mindful when working with them. It's edible, which means it won't cause any problems if the singer eats it. So there you go. This is a quick transformation. The singer still has about 4 to 5 minutes to kind of settle themselves, get themselves in the right place, get themselves in the right headspace, and kind of go on and, you know, carry on doing what they're doing. So keep tuned. We've got lots more happening today, lots more demonstrations, lots more insight into our world at Opera Holland Park. I will be doing another demo, this one very, very different. Please post your comments, please post your questions, and I'll see you very, very soon. Take care. See you later. Bye.